All right, so unfortunately, Larry made a classic mistake, and he emailed me wanting to know what to do. This actually frustrates me to some degree here. Larry said he's 55 years old. He's got a pension. He took his 403. He just retired. He's got a pension. He took his 403B to cash to I guess, avoid some election chaos. Now he wants to know if he should get back in. Well, this is just, like I'm going to chastise Larry to some degree here. And truth hurts, I guess. All right. First of all, if any regulators are out there, I never give specific investment advice, just FYI. I give asset allocation advice, and I say buy the index and be done with it. In terms of market timing, I certainly don't do that unless it comes to Roth conversions and the market's down 20, 25% or something like that. That's it. I have been telling people who are considering, maybe they just rolled over a bunch of money to an IRA from a qualified plan that came over as cash, and they're considering getting back in, my clients now, I say I just hang tight until March, till spring, and just see what happens with the second lockdown. And the facts are we still had massive amounts of jobs lost, and we're gonna have more for sure. A guy just posted on Parler a picture of a United airline flying, I think, from Chicago to Atlanta or something like that. 20% capacity. He said, "How long could this last?" Exactly. I don't know, man. And then you got restaurants, bars. The whole thing is just insane. It's insane. Of course, our authorities don't have to follow the rules they take on us. You hear about the mayor of Denver? Oh, what a freaking scumbag, man. Anyway, so I was sitting there, I'm saying, "Larry, why'd you get out?" Well, I was asking. I'm just asking rhetorically here on this YouTube video. Well, I'm sure he got out because he's worried about the election. Okay. The election is behind us. Has the worry dissipated? Like, what was the worry? I mean, the election is simple. One of two things is going to happen. Trump's going to win, Biden's going to win. One of those two things is going to happen. It doesn't matter who you want to win. It just matters you got out because you thought something was going to go south because of the election, and now you think that risk is gone. I don't get that at all. I mean, I don't understand this. I just don't get it, man. Has the risk been mitigated? No. And why hasn't it been mitigated? Because there's always risk, man. There is always risk to the markets. This is what drives me up the wall. Market risk never changes. It doesn't matter if Sniffy Joe's in there, Trump's in there, Reagan's in there, Clinton's there. There's always risk on the short term. It never goes away. So why would that risk be mitigated? Because the election turned out like you wanted, turned out like you didn't want, wasn't nearly as confrontational as you initially thought it would be. I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't get why you'd want to go back in. So let's play devil's advocate here. Old Larry feels the risk is behind him now for the election. Regardless of if Sniffy Joe is able to successfully steal it or not, which I think he will be. I don't think the Supreme Court is going to overturn what the world wants to happen, which is Sniffy Joe winning via fraud. I just don't think the political will and the justice of the Supreme Court will be there to select, not elect, Donald Trump as re-election. So I think we have to go into this, even though they're fraud, absolutely, explicitly, outright, not deniable fraud. I think we just have to go in with it that they stole, without question. They're going to get away with it. Unlike Scooby-Dooby-Doo, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids. It's going to be, I got away with it in spite of those pesky Supreme Court people. Yeah, one man, one vote, one time, essentially. Anyway, so now that, let's just say that risk of whatever the election turnout result was is behind us now. All right, that's great. Now what? You're going to go back to the market, and we'll say the market takes this run-the-mill bear market. Remember, every 4 years or so, the market declines by 20% or more. Unfortunately, it's completely random. It doesn't go like this. Up, 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 down, up, 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 down. It doesn't work like that. It goes down, 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 up, 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 down, up, 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 down. And what we're in right now is then a big up, and then what we're in right now is a big up as well. And that right there was a 2000 to 2020 years, by the way. Down, 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 up, 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 2007 down, or 8 down. And then it was up, 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 up until 2018, Q4 2018, 2019 was a huge up. And where we are right now is a pretty big up, even though we had a pretty significant downturn because of the reaction to the coronavirus. Now, other than the Chinese, the CCP, probably Bill Gates, and certainly the World Economic Forum, and probably even some people at the UN, no one knew about the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? So that took everybody by surprise. So what could come down next to take everybody by surprise? This is the thing with market timers. They think they know what could affect it from outside. I mean, they think they know what could affect the market, but they have no clue what the outside things are going to be just to turn things upside down. They don't have any idea. No one knew. Warren Buffett, the investment manager per se, the investment manager du jour, no one knew what the coronavirus would do to the markets last year. Why? Because no one knew what it was. No one knew COVID-19 was going to come. As such, all the prognosticators, none of them were able to predict coronavirus. So none of them were able to make good predictions because there's always external issues that are unforeseen that affect things. Coronavirus is just the latest version of that. So now Larry goes back in the market. He thinks the markets are settled down. Again, that usually means they go up from where you were before. It's weird how settled down. It's weird how settled down means it goes up. Now they're more stable, and he puts his money back in. Then we have a random run-of-the-mill bear market, or we have the second shutdown, which causes even more job losses. I mean, who knows what it could be, man? Joe Biden starts a war because Trump was the most peaceful president we've had since Jimmy Carter. Iran is threatening Joe Biden that if he doesn't release more pallets of money like Obama did, they're going to show the world how Biden is in the grips of the commie Chinese, the CCP. I mean, all of these things could happen. And all of a sudden, the market's down 20% under news that Biden's been compromised. I'm just using that for example. No one saw this coming. Market's down 20%. Larry's $100,000 in his 403B is now worth $80,000. Who wants to guess on Larry's staying power for the $100,000? It's now worth $80,000. We all know what he's going to do. He's going to jump ship. He's like, "Whoa, I wasn't prepared for this." And this is where the barbell, man. The barbell allows you to be hands off. 4 years of expenses, the rest in VTI or some kind of equity fund that's low in expense, then you're golden. That way you'd have to do this jumping ship. You just hang tight. Anyway, I don't like market timing because A, it doesn't work. B, is you can't do it successfully time and again. It's pure speculation. And I like to invest, not speculate. So, anyway, I don't give specific advice on this, not in the least. I certainly don't on some email from some guy who I don't know his situation. I just wonder why you got out and why you think the risk is behind us so you can get back in. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, I love to hear your guys' comments. We'll see you.